Hey guys, I'm back, and it is PMP time. It is the prep box by Poor Man's Preparing. Second box of the March box cycle. Battle Box has given us our second or third delay notice. So, seems to be a very reoccurring theme with Battle Box that there's always a late item. Like they just, I don't know. So, whatever, but we got PMP here on time, so I'm pretty excited. So we are going to get this thing opened right now. So for the unboxing today, kind of an oldie but goodie, hasn't been out much lately. Believe it or not, this is a Benchmade Griptilian, yeah. So it's the liners, the axis lock, and some of the screws are basically the original Griptilian, and that's it. So Wilkins grip, scales, backspacer, and some of the other screws, and a custom Damascus blade by Snake River Knives. Wonderful knife maker in Idaho. I love this. I don't carry it very much. I should, but I don't. But figured it should make an appearance because it's pretty. So let's get into this box. Well, I got 5 items this month in the box. 2 Mountain House meals, a Kershaw, Coffee with Fire starters, which is cool because we just had this in the last Battle Box, and was it Battle Box? I think it was Battle Box, February, and I had a good old time playing with them out in the snow. And Solo Stove Lite and a 900 milliliter pot. So anyway, total value for this month, $144.86, plus we got to save 30%. Code there. Let's just take stuff out. Noodles and chicken, and what's this guy? Chili mac with beef. Okay, so we'll put these aside. So I guess we'll just go down the list, as in order of packing right here and take a look at stuff. So I'm always saying, personally, not a big fan of, and this is just my preference, of the freeze-dried type food because, and this is the only reason, it takes your water. So if you're doing the camping thing and you are packing this specifically for your food, you're in a situation where you're not surviving and you don't need the water for survival. Okay, that's a different story. So, if you're going to pack this because it's light and it's easy and you're intending to bring this and the water for it, different story. As a survival food, and people don't agree with me on this all the time, I get it. You can go a lot longer without food than you can go without water, which is why I prefer to pack foods that either don't need to have water added or come with their own supply, to mix with and stuff like that. This is really well freeze-dried and packed, though. It's pretty cool. As for one brand over the other, so anyway, that's why I like MREs, because they are ready to eat. They are fully prepared. A lot of people say you have to heat them. You don't have to heat them. Some people say they taste better heated up. I say it's the same crap either way. But, these freeze-dried ones will last almost forever, just sealed up like that, as they are. And they take up a lot less space. So this is 2.5 servings. Smaller, less bulky than an MRE. Especially this one. This is 2.5 servings. Look how small this thing is. So $7.99 each. Spicy sauce with macaroni, beef, and beans. The Chili Mac MRE is one of the most sought after ones too, by the way. So while, not my favorite, there are tons of people who love to stock their bags and their, survival kits, their camping kits, whatever, with this stuff. So, cool to have, great to have. And I'm not going to, I don't scoff at it. It's not like I throw them away or anything, just because it's not my favorite kind of supply. I have quite a bunch, and what I do with them, because they're kind of they're not my first, they're like my second line stuff. So, not the stuff I would put, say, so this is the kind of stuff that I put in more of a long-term survival plan. So the more the merrier for that kind of stuff, where, you know, I put it in a disaster kit where I'm hunkered down kind of kit where I now am in a situation where I can filter water, or where, you know, maybe we're without power, heat, electricity, stuff like that. But I have a supply of other resources. So that's where these things, for me, that's where I would use these and they'd be really good. That's my opinion. Like, you know, the whole survival game, put 10 people in a room and you're going to get 10 different solutions on how they do it. But anyway, so we got two of those, two different options. Cool. Next, the Kershaw Ration XL. So a lot of companies have disposable ones. And in fact, I've got a couple disposable sets, or plastic sets anyway, maybe not disposable, of utensils in the bug out bag for the giveaway. Oop, I ripped right through it. And I've seen some smaller ones too. I have not seen this before. I didn't even know Kershaw makes this. So it's plastic coated, but it's metal. It's metal, but you can smell like the plastic coating, which I guess keeps it nice, antibacterial. Like you can tell, like it has that smell that it's going to stay nice and clean. I'm not sure if it's aluminum or steel. But it is metal, and it's larger than some of the plasticky ones. So of course, it's got a bottle opener on it because it's got a bottle opener and everything. But nice spoon, nice weight too, heavy enough that you know you got something in your hand, but not heavy. Little fork, and you know what? Like some of the smaller ones too are sporks. So at least you got a full size fork and a full size spoon. So as you're eating, whatever it is, MRE, that stuff. Actual food. Cool. Clip it on, carry it around. You know, at first I was like, I thought we were getting a knife because it said Kershaw, and then I saw this and I was like, meh. But, you know, it's actually a functional piece of equipment. Something different, something I didn't already have. Because I do have, and I think it's my CRKT, yeah, the CRKT Eaton spoon or something like that, and it's like, it's about that big in total. And it has like a wrench on it for some reason, you know, up at the top. And it's like a spork, and it's smaller than this too. It's probably only about that big, and it has little sporks coming off it. This, I think, is a much more functional tool in terms of eating. You know, just for the sake of eating, comfort of eating. I like it. I do like it. And zombie green. And of course, you know, if I don't like the green, I can take it to the shop and Cerakote it any old color I want, which is pretty cool. But I like the green. I'll keep it green. Very, very interesting. I did not know that Kershaw even made this. So I'm getting an eating theme here. Let's take a look at the Coffee Wick Fire Starters. So by the way, $10.95 though. Kershaw, come on, you can make this cheaper. I know you can, Kershaw. So the Coffee Wick Fire Starters, I was very impressed. I was not impressed with the weatherability or lack of weatherability. Trying to get it in the wind and the cold, but once you got it inside, you know, in a better environment. Peter, are you licking those? Really? Once you got these things, you know, an environment where you could actually light them and give them a chance to catch, they burn really nice. Doesn't smell bad. I mean, it's, you know, it smells a little bit like coffee, so there's recycled coffee grounds and everything, with like natural wax and good stuff. Good stuff. It burned really, really nicely. So I found out that you could, like the wick, you could even kind of just tear the cup there and light the cup and let that go. But BattleBox gave us, I think, 2 or 3, and this is, what is this, 12? 12, yeah. The pricing here, I'm just going to throw that out there. $12.95 for 12 of them, and I think BattleBox said it was like $6 for the 3 that they gave us, or something similar to that. I don't know, $4 or $5 for the 3. These are actually really good. I would like to take these out and do all sorts of stuff with them. They give off heat. They're good for starting fires. They'll give off light and heat on their own. They burn for a while. They don't just like kind of fizzle out. I was really impressed with how well it went once it got going. Not the kind of thing you're going to use in a harsh weather environment. You know, you're gonna need a little bit of forgiving atmosphere just to light it off and get it started. But once it gets started, it burns really, really nicely. So Very cool. And now I have more of it. And like I said, if you like coffee, if that's your thing, it has a little bit of that coffee aroma to it, of that smell, because it's made with actual coffee grounds and stuff like that. So, nice. Like that. This might be one of the quickest unboxings I've ever done of like a subscription box. Might be because it's 2 in the morning. I've been in the shop all day on my feet. I'm tired. But now the Solo Stove. And this is the big ticket item in here. So MSRP of $104.98. Not familiar with it. Not really sure. But we're going to take a look. Alright. I am so far failing at getting cardboard out of the box. There we go. Now, rather than actually looking at the insert and the instructions, why bother? We're just going to take it apart and take a look at it. Graduated for 30 ounces, 900 milliliters, as it says in the packing. The actual stove part. So this guy right here is natural fired. So you put you collect sticks, little dried sticks and twigs and stuff. Break them up into I read the instructions. I cheated. It says about thumb-sized pieces. Put them in there, and you see it allows air. It's made so air can draw in, and it's got an air chamber down there, so almost like a grill. So you just put it in there, light it. This is the cooking ring. You put that back on there, and then you can put your little pot on there. So just a solo operation for you, cooking some food, boiling some water. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I think I put this in upside down. There you go. Why is this? Honestly, why is this $100? I'm not sure. It must work awesome. It must be the finest small one-person stove and pot on the face of the planet. And you know what? Like, again, anybody that's PETA, your butt's all in the film. Anybody that's got experience with this, I've used, small alcohol stoves. I've used small wood stoves and stuff. I'm having trouble reconciling in my head here over $100 for this. So I want somebody to jump in here in the comments and say, here's why this is a $100 plus item. Because it is made of Fabergé eggshells and bald eagle feathers or something. Somebody tell me what it is about this that makes it worth that much. And, if the answer just is because it is the best small camping stove in the world, then that's the answer. I'm having a little trouble seeing 100 plus. Unless it's what it's made of, or I'm not sure. So here is your March 2019 prep box by PMP. I have no doubt, Jason so far has not let me down when it comes to quality stuff. I don't want anybody to misinterpret that. I'm not at all doubting the quality of this. What is Solo Stove as a company? What are they doing? And one of the things I like best about his box is that he has an eye for good quality stuff. Small packing list, but none of it is just fluff, filler, gimmick stuff. It's all useful, good quality stuff in the box. So even though I'm sitting here questioning why is this the value that it is, why is this company charging this, I have no doubt that if he picked this out, it's a good quality item. Even though I'm still looking for somebody to tell me exactly why is it $100 stove and pot rather than say a $50 stove and pot. That's all. But of course, me being me, I would have loved to have gotten a sharp thing in here, or some kind of tool, but I'm really gonna enjoy this. This is a lot better than that little CRKT spork thing I have. A lot better. So not bad. Not bad. So in addition to discussing this, what are your comments on this stuff? This box is pretty good. I'm glad I got 12 of those now, because I only had one of the original 3 from BattleBox left. PETA seems to have found the small box from this. Not the big box he can fit in, but yeah. And the prep box, of course, I don't know if my channel update video has posted yet, but one of the 6 subscriptions we are continuing with as we go forward this spring. Definitely going to stick with this one. So looking forward to seeing what everybody thinks about the stuff in this box, especially those folks with experience with this guy right here. Looking forward to hearing from you. And maybe by the time we get next month's prep box, BattleBox will have actually showed up for March. Who knows? Could happen. But anyway, you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.